Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Hmm. Yeah, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to Risky Behavior. I'm just hopping on live real quick because I got some things to do, but I wanted to do a real quick video, which is what should a woman provide for a six-figure man? Now, I'm not the one to say what people deserve, what they don't deserve, but should a six-figure man, are there things that you deserve from your partner if you are going to be a six-figure man? I had saw this video, and this is going to be let's see. Oh, loud as hell. So anyway, I saw this video that Kendra G had posted where she did an interview for her online dating show. And the title reads, "Once a man who is 100% a provider must pay all the bills and make six figures, she will not settle." Now, I haven't watched this video all the way or not. This will be my first time watching it, and it'll be with y'all. And I said, I was like, man, let me check this damn video out because there's some people love to talk about. And I don't want to be too long-winded, so I'm about to go ahead and play this video now. But yeah, what should a woman provide for a six-figure man? And maybe this woman has it.
Yes.
Oh, let me see this here, girl.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, that's a wrap on your head.
That's a wrap on it?
You okay?
She said, "You okay?" Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes.
What's the name? Am I saying your name right, honey?
No, it's Lathea, but you could call me LA. That makes it nice and easy.
Okay, I call you LA. All right. Well, thank you for the nickname, Grace. I'm terrible with names. LA, where you call me from, Mama?
Staten Island, New York.
Okay. How old are you?
I just turned 48 on Friday.
Okay, 48 on Friday.
Yeah.
That's a Virgo.
A Virgo. You got a few Virgos tonight. Tonight is Virgo.
I did. It is. You're right. I am getting a lot of Virgos. Maybe I get birthday people a lot. What do you do for a living, honey?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a notary. I do other things, contract work.
Entrepreneur. You have any children?
One, 22-year-old son.
How old?
22.
22. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. So, well, how do you pronounce your name? One more time.
Lathea.
Lathea.
I don't know. You know, so far she's coming in a little bit goofy to me, a little bit seem like a difficult person. I don't know why I'm getting that from her already, but I'll see if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Lathea from Staten Island, New York, 48 Virgo, entrepreneur, mom to a 22-year-old son, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Mama?
An honest man. A man who doesn't have a problem, or a man who knows that he's the provider in the relationship. And when I say provider, I mean everything. I mean, financially, he's also the provider of, my security, meaning I should feel secure within the relationship. He should be all about me. I said honest. What else? I'm drawing a blank. I'm super nervous, just to let you know.
Okay. So provider, you mean like pay all the bills?
I think that's what men should do.
Well, there's men that do that.
Yes, I know there are.
Okay. So she wants a provider. So if a man came to you and said he wants to do 50-50, you wouldn't do that.
I frown on the 50-50 thing only because, like I said, I feel like men should be a provider. The men that have been like my examples in life where I was growing up, they took care of everything.
Have you ever had a provider?
Have I ever had a provider? I absolutely have.
Okay. So, and that just ended that relationship.
Yeah, he was crazy in other ways, but yes, he provided.
What ways was he crazy in?
We'll be here all night, boo.
Okay.
Conversation, Kendra.
Okay. She wants a provider. We'll get to the money question later. What are your deal breakers?
A dishonest man, a man who is not disciplined, who can't keep his thing in his pants, a man who doesn't know how to stand up for his woman. So yeah, I think that's good, to start out with.
Okay. So do you look a certain way?
I mean, I prefer dark-skinned men. I prefer taller men. But though that's my preference, what's more important is how he treats me.
Okay. What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
Well, I think you should make a certain amount of money. I live in New York, and so it's pretty expensive to live in New York. I mean, I know you give people a hard time for the 6 figures.
Boss. I want to correct this right here. I don't give y'all shit, okay?
Yes,
I'm not a man. Let's start there. I am not a man. Y'all do not want me. I do not own a penis. So it does not matter what I say. So don't put this on me, okay? What I repeat is what men say, and men usually are here saying it in the comments too. But this is not about Kendra, so don't come and be giving me the energy child.
Well, I think 6 figures is like the minimum, to be honest with you. And I know you oftentimes ask the question, like, I haven't made 6 figures last year, but I've made 6 figures, right? And
so you don't make 6 figures yourself, but you want him to make
in this moment, no, I don't. But when I was in corporate America doing my thing, yes, I was.
Okay. So, but would you date a man that didn't make 6 figures?
I mean, not really.
Okay. So
not here.
Okay.
Because
so let me ask
with
you
that
this.
amount of money, it's kind of like it's hard to make things happen here in New York.
Okay. Now it doesn't seem. I know these are things that a lot of women want, and I understand the desire of it. But you did describe a small percentage of men to a certain degree, and as in the amount of money that he wants to make, and then also the characteristic of you want a provider, you want him to pay for everything. Not saying that this would happen. I'm just asking for clarity. So if you don't meet a man that wants to, do all those things, has the income, also believes how you believe as in being the provider, are you okay with not having no man?
I mean, I'm okay with, to a certain extent, yes, right? Because I don't want to settle. And if I settle, then I'm not going to be totally happy.
What's your definition of settle?
Not those things that I've already said that I want. Okay. Not getting the things that I say that I want.
Okay. I'm assuming you know these men that fit all your characteristics.
I mean, I know men who make 6 figures. I mean, like I said, I was in a position just some time ago where I was doing that on a regular basis.
Right.
And because I switched over to the entrepreneurial lane, I'm not there just yet, but I'll be there again.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about that. I guess right now the reason I asked if you know these men, what's wrong with the men that you know?
Because I'm very picky, and I'll say that I'm very, very picky. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those men. I just left a relationship with a guy made 6 figures. Okay. But again,
why'd you leave the relationship?
Because that relationship was over 6 months into it. We waited. We held on for another 2 years, 2.5.
Why was it over 6 months in?
Because I found out that he was married on paper, married for papers. When I asked,
married on paper,
married to someone else, but he said that he did it for papers, for their papers.
Okay.
For them to get papers for a green card.
Okay.
But we had the discussion before we got together. He totally lied about it. And I tried to come back from that, but it was really hard for me to do that. And then
so was he pursuing a divorce, or he was staying married?
Well, he was staying married at the time. He promised me that he would get a divorce, but for the majority of that relationship, he didn't. Now, when we were ending the relationship, he said that he did finally get the divorce, but I don't know if that's true.
And what was his occupation? Because you said he made 6 figures.
He works for.
You don't gotta say what he works for. You can just say what he like the title.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if people would know what that is.
Is what he did for a living?
What he did in that company, because it's like it was a procurement agent, I think is the name of the title. Procurement, something like that.
All right, so fair enough. So that's over because he was literally married to somebody else.
He was literally married. Supposedly he was not married anymore by the time we separated, but there were other issues. He had children. We had issues with the children. It just, it was issue after issue. And then to be totally transparent and honest, he had a problem with me not, wanting to work a regular job and bringing in regular income and all that.
Oh, he wanted you to work too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you don't want to. Oh, sorry, you're an entrepreneur. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's do the.
I really don't understand why she doesn't want to work. I can understand that in like if you're starting off your life with somebody like with children and you want your wife to stay at home, with the kids and things like that, but I don't understand why a woman that's 48 years old, you have one child that's 22 years old. Why do you expect to be sitting around the house at your age doing nothing? Like, what is this 6-figure guy getting out the deal? And that's the title. What should a woman provide for a 6-figure man? And forget, I know people say 6 figures, just any man that's working hard. Why would a guy around your age, you're 48, you meet a guy around your age 40 to 50s and stuff, why would he expect to come in and take care of some 48-year-old woman? I just don't understand. It seems she just don't want to work. What's she gonna sit at home and do in New York? I'm confused. Is she at home? Like, what does she do? She's gonna sit around the house all day? I don't think most people are comfortable with that. What are you doing? The idle mind is the devil's playground. What is she just sitting at home doing? It makes no sense for what she wants. It makes no sense at all. Let's see.
Kendra can, mama.
Okay.
We gotta see your legs, boo.
I see, Kendra. I see.
Looks like you're in good shape. Okay. I see them jeans, girl. So LA, you said I could call her LA because I don't mispronounce her name. Do you want a guy to be in Staten Island?
No.
All right. You're 48. What's the age range you want to date?
I'll go down to 45 to about 55.
Okay. You have paid questions. Do you want them?
I'll take the first one, and if I don't feel like answering, I won't answer.
Okay.
The paid questions are never good.
Coffee Killer said, so the man you want won't think he's settling for you. What sets you apart from the many other women wanting this popular man? What
Well,
makes
the thing is, everybody's different, right? So just because, you know, there's another woman, another 48-year-old woman who looks fairly decent for her age and this and that. I know the woman that I am and, you know, what I bring to a situation. I hate that phrase, like, what do you bring to the table? Because that's crap to me. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone is different. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very supportive person. You know, whatever.
My bad. I did not unmute my mic. I was saying, I think that she's thinking about this the wrong way. A person could find another person that is 48 years old, that is willing to work, that just doesn't want to sit around and put all this pressure. You know, when you're around like 48, 50 years old, the later you get on in life, you're starting to prepare for things like retirement. Um, you know, the kids are grown, they're at the house, you might want to travel. I don't think that's fair. You know, you're 48 years old. I don't think that guy wants to take on that amount of pressure. You're not a child. You're a woman that's 48 years old. You raised your child, they're 22 years old. I mean, and if he has his kids, think about it. If you're both these older people jump into a relationship, you both probably got children that are grown and moved out the house, but they're not so grown as to where they're just totally independent. So you might help your 22-year out from time to time. Like you might be helping them get their first home. The guy you meet, he might be helping his 22 young adult get their first home or helping them out with stuff. You know, you might have grandchildren at the time. So for you to just kind of just insert yourself into somebody's life and think that this guy's just got to all of a sudden pay all your bills and do all this crap for you, it's just unreasonable. It's really not. I think at that age, you more so want somebody that's working just like you and y'all can work together towards a common goal and move forward. But for her to be a woman that's 48 years old, you're a grown a woman. Like, why are you looking for? It sounds like she's just looking for a sugar daddy. She just want to sit around and do what she does. She's quit whatever other job she's had, and she's now working on her own little business, and she just wants a sponsor, is what it seems like. And I just think she's too old for that. And I don't think any guy in his 50s is looking for this. This guy probably has his own kids that he's helping out that are grown, but he's still helping them because you got to help your kids. And he's might have grandchildren at the time he's helping out. Why would he want to take on some grown ass woman that has the ability to work? She just want to sit around for what? Why? For what reason? How's that beneficial to that man?
Sets me apart is me being me, really.
Okay. Do you want any more of the questions?
If I don't care to answer, I won't, but you can give it to me.
Okay. LII said, Miss Kendra, she's 50-50 at bare minimum responsibility though, but she doesn't want to accept that.
I'm 50. What does that mean?
He's saying that you would have to go 50-50 with your guy to get the type of guy.
And how does he make that assumption?
LII, how did you come to that conclusion that she's 50-50? If you want to elaborate.
50-50 at best. What does that mean?
What he's saying is, what his translations, whether you agree with it or not, what he's saying is that you would have to go, I guess he's putting you in the category of a woman that has to go 50-50 with her man.
No, but again, what makes him come to that conclusion?
LII, what makes you come to that conclusion? Okay. All right. If you want to explain. Jag Medi said, what is that man gonna get that he probably can get from someone that's younger?
The other dude, he calling her 50-50 at best because when he let's be honest, he's saying like, come on, you're 48, but 48 is not old like that. And you're like not the best 48-year-old that somebody can get. Let's just be honest. You did the Kendra cam, and to say that you're going to get this guy to just come in and pay all your bills and stuff like that is just, it's ridiculous. So they're saying that you're 50-50 at best. We can split these bills and share them, but you ain't no young tenderoni no more.
See, that's the type of mentality I don't really entertain. You know, if you want a woman that's younger, that's fine. You know, I'm someone who's completely different than anyone that you've met. I'm a completely different person. So your experience with me is going to be different than your experience with a younger woman, an older woman, a smarter woman, a less attractive woman, whatever the case may be.
I got you. Okay. After this one, I'm going back to my questions. Eclipse said, I love her energy. She's silly and funny.
I am. And thank you, Eclipse.
All right, let's take a pause. Let me go back to my questions. Okay. So, when was your last relationship, LA?
That woman said
it
not
just
one
ended
thing funny.
last month. It just ended last month, but like I said, it was pretty much over a long time ago.
Okay. Well, he was married the whole time, correct?
As far as I know. Like I said, one of our last conversations, he said that he got the divorce, but I don't know if I could believe that. You know, it doesn't really matter at this point, and it didn't matter at that point when we were having the conversation.
When you don't have to answer, but when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Some months back.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I am an overthinker. I am a Virgo. I'm a typical Virgo in that sense. I am an overthinker. I am extremely opinionated. You may have figured that out already. I'm extremely opinionated. I don't feel like that's a flaw, but I know that people kind of see that as a flaw. And I'm very outspoken. You know, I don't typically bite my tongue. And I wrote down my flaws so I wouldn't forget. Oh yeah, following through with ideas that I have, because I'm someone who has ideas all of the time about different things, usually business, having to do with business, and then I don't necessarily always bring them to fruition.
Fair enough. All right, LA, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, boo?
Well,
are you excited for this one?
I think I have a really good personality. I'm ready to be with someone who is serious about having a relationship. I'm ready to settle down, not settle, but settle down. And, you know, I'm down for whatever, you know, but not for whatever with the bullshit. I'm down for all the good shit.
People kill me with that.
I'm down for all the good shit.
Down for all the good shit. Okay, you are 48. What's the age range you want to date?
I said I would go to 45 to about 55. Okay. I wouldn't even do 58 because if somebody is like 60 and keeping himself together, I'm okay with that.
Okay. And you want him in Staten Island? I can't remember.
No. I actually don't want Staten Island.
Okay. You have more paid questions, but it's completely up to you.
Go ahead. I don't mind.
You don't mind. Okay. Earlier you asked LII, why did he say you are 50?
Okay, he's responding back. Okay.
He did. He said, because of how you look.
Oh, so I'm mediocre in his mind. Well, I don't consider myself to be mediocre. That's his opinion. So yeah, even though he says that I'm 50-50 at best, I know that there's someone out there who feels like I deserve 100% of everything.
Don't get it. Don't start with it. Jag Maddie says 6-figure men want their women fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive.
Okay. Did he notice something different?
Okay. Okay. Well, I think right there. Okay, we'll end the paid questions at that moment. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am.
Okay. Are you under this name right here?
So I think I'm under LA Knight, and then recently I updated
A
my
username?
picture. Yeah, I think it's the Goddess Knight.
Is it LA Knight one word? And how do you spell night?
Knight.
Okay.
I wonder
Is
how
it one
much
word
it
or
is.
two words?
I believe it's L.A.Night. So L.space night, or it's under the Goddess Night, which is all one word.
Y'all should know these answers because this is your moment to tell it to the world. And y'all got
the Goddess Night.
So try the Goddess Night.
Yeah, because either one should pull me up.
So the Goddess Night, here we go. Here she is.
Yeah.
The Goddess Night is her username. The Goddess Night. That's why you can find her right away.
Let me see. Oh, okay. I wanted to pause on her profile picture because sometimes they be catfishing. And it'd be awkward because sometimes the person you looking at on camera during the interview is not matching the picture that they put up on their profile.
The Goddess Nights. Okay, boo. You have a pretty smile. Oh, you like, are head wraps your thing?
Head wraps are kind of my thing.
Okay.
Hats and head wraps.
You said what?
Hats in the wintertime, head wraps in the summertime.
Okay. All right. This is her, fellas. 47 entrepreneur. Some things about her. Waiting for my king to find me. He's serious about finding love. He won't play about me. I have my preferences when it comes to looks. But what I want most important to me is how he treats me. What I'm looking for, a man who was led by the spiritual compass. He knows what he is. He knows that he's a provider. He's a provider of the safety and security of my body, heart, and mind. He's caring and loving, a man who isn't flippant with his feelings. Deal breakers, poor hygiene, no cigarette or weed smokers, no underlining misogynist issues, men who aren't gentlemen. All right, fellas, if you want it, here we go. The Goddess Nights, LA Night, the Goddess Nights on the Kendra G singles dating app. That is her first picture. Okay, Dimples.
Well, that used to be my nickname back in the day, Kendra.
I mean, I can tell you got dimples.
And I understand that I'm not for everybody, but I don't need everybody. I just need one man who knows what.
One man. That's all she needs. All right, but well, listen, you keep me posted how it goes, love.
I will.
She do got a point with that. I always tell people that don't try to impress too many people because usually when you get married, you go in with the idea of, hey, one person for the rest of your life. So you don't need to impress everybody. I do want to go to these comments because I'm interested in what people said. Is that clear? Zoom in one more time. Yeah. Oh, this is my favorite part of any video that I watch is the comments. Now, she says she wants a man who is 100% provider, must pay all the bills, and make six figures. She will not settle. You know what? I think that word, when people say I would not settle, I think that's kind of what bothers people most of all. Overall, when it comes to that woman, I think she was a pretty woman, nice looking for her age. Seems like she's in shape. She seems like a sweet, nice person. Seems like somebody I don't particularly see any red flags. I kind of think she's overshooting her mark a little bit with the whole six-figure things. I think it's kind of unreasonable. And like before, she was like, oh, well, I'm looking to settle down. I think those are words for people who are young, just starting off in life. You're getting married, you're going to have children and stuff like that. But when you're this older person, you 48, 50 years old, I think you should just be looking for a partner to ride the rest of life out. For her to say that for her to say, if it's not six figures, she's not going to entertain it, she considers that settling. So if she meets a really, really great guy and he's making 75K, I don't see why she couldn't make that work, because if she said she's not making six figures and she's still living in New York, then surely whatever money she makes along with that dude that's making 75K should be more than enough for them to survive in New York. So she says her excuse she gave earlier was, well, I'm not going to date this guy that makes less than six figures because we're in New York. You can't survive here. Well, how is she surviving there? Because she said that she doesn't make six figures. And so it's just weird. I don't know why she's she's probably met a lot of great guys and turned them down just because of that. All right, so this comment here says a man is supposed to provide for his wife, a wife who is busy raising his kids and keeping his home clean. And I would assume their point being is that she's not looking to have any more kids. She's a woman that's 48 years old. So this provider that she is looking for is one she should have had when she was first raising her kid. But now she's later on in life and that child is 22 years old. That is a provider that's a type of provider that she just simply doesn't need. The commentary king of official says, this has to be a joke. There's no way a man making 100K is going to settle for this cartoon from Cool World. That's wrong. That's wrong. She's a nice lady. That's her own thing. She's a nice lady. She seems like her only issue is with this. She's stuck on the fact that if the guy she meets, no matter how good he is, if he doesn't make six figures, she won't stay with him. That's settling. And I think that's the only thing she's struggling with. Let's see. John J 3308 says, meanwhile, she's struggling 100% alone, but looks down on being relieved of 50% of expenses. That's a good point because she says she's unwilling to go 50-50. And I wish somebody would have asked her if she willing to go like 60-40, 70-30. Let's see, Concrete Jungle. Since we are being honest, is this what I get for my six figures? A broke old lady that can't stop giggling. I said that in the beginning. I said that. I said she comes off a little goofy. She be giggling. She come off a little weird. I don't know. And I think that's how most guys would see it. Because I think she's a beautiful woman and a guy would date her. I think what would throw any guy off that she meets is that he dates her, he gets with her, he likes her. And then she says, well, I want you to pay everything and I'm going to just sit at home. And it's kind of like, why? For what? Like, especially you in New York. You ain't even in the country, I don't think. She says she in Staten Island. Do they got land, farmland out there? Like, what is she doing sitting at the house all day, every day? Under the sea. Why do you need a provider at 50? It's giving broke. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like that. It really, really do. It sounds like because she said her story that she told was that she was making six figures, and I guess she figured maybe she can make more money. So she left that job where she was making six figures and she went into business for herself, is what she says. Now that she's an entrepreneur, she no longer makes six figures. And she wants a guy that can pay all the bills. And when somebody is in a position like that, it does seem like, well, are you just looking for somebody to take care of you? Or are you really looking for love? Because at the age of 50, and here's the thing, if New York is too much for you, she could always move, but if you meet a good guy, it is not settling just because he don't make six figures. Like I said, at that age, he could be making 75, 80, around that range, 90. But for her to say it's settling, and I think that's the word that messes a lot of people up, to say settle. She don't like the phrase "what you bring to the table," but spent the whole interview saying what the man needs to bring to the table. You can't make this up. Exactly. She did do that. Let's see what Jacqueline says. At first glance, I thought she was wearing a mini Burger King. It did look like, hold on, let me go back and look. That is a goofy ass looking rap. I don't like that rap. Oh man, somebody replied she's unemployed. Struggling women looking for a walking wallet and they not cute. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like it does. How the Grinch stole delusion. People are mean. That I don't think the lady is ugly. I don't know why people saying that stuff. She might end up as one of those women who spend 30K to marry themselves. Here come a woman. The audacity, looking like a native of Whoville. Damn. Even the women not even having mercy on her. Maryland, how people coming here acting a fool that old? Let's see what Joe Hant said. How can a 48-year-old woman be this immature and delusional? Who at almost 50 years old would give up their lucrative career to solely become an entrepreneur? And that was one of her flaws. She said one of her flaws was that she don't follow through and she always got new ideas and things like that. And so that is something else to think about, right? Because I'm glad I read that comment because you come into her life taking on all her bills, right? Because she don't want to work at all. I think she said she'll work like part time or something like that. But you coming in here to take care of a woman that don't want to work, and she just gets to give up look, lucrative career. She said she was making six figures and she just gave it up. And so you know that in a relationship, whatever bright idea she get, you got to support it because she expects you to be that provider that's going to take care of everything. So even if she got a good thing going on, as soon as she get another idea, she gonna take off on that idea and you're gonna be stuck with the bill. Somebody put this chick is trolling. That I don't see nobody in the comment that like her. You need six figures in order to be able to provide for a wombat impersonator. Joke is still funny. Oh man. When Kevin Samuel said buy a dog and die alone, he wasn't being mean. He was simply telling women what their best option was since men aren't buying what they're selling. I wouldn't waste my money on a woman like this. Brothers, find someone else. Dante Fortson, no man will settle for her. Us men that make 100K or more have better options. She needs to learn. She needs to learn her level because it ain't up up here with a six-figure man. And let's see. I make Malaya said I make 60K a year and wouldn't look her way if she was standing in front of me. Let's see. Arnez Ferguson says, this is just the echo chamber amongst the least married demographic. More untraditional women wanting traditional man and wonder about their outcomes. Delusion is running rampant. Can't disagree with that. Somebody put she's going to be single for the rest of her life with that level of delusion. Chorus Bloom said she thinks so highly of herself, but was a mistress for years. She was married to that dude, and the whole not she wasn't married, but she was with a dude that was married on paper. He lied and told her, "Yeah, we only got married so she can get a green card." Like she was with somebody's husband for, for a while. Oh man. Shayla says, "What are those two? What orthodox curls coming out of that head wrap? Yikes!" Hey, I was wondering about that. Them little, I don't know what it was. Um, she sounds like a selfish person. It was all about her. I think they meant to say when you get to your late 40s, going into 50, a man wants peace, not a person all over the place with a slick mouth and wanting to be taken care of. Mm-mm-mm. I'm about to read this last one, but at some point we're going to have to get serious, black people. This is just comical now. Oh, here goes a woman. I still don't know why her head wrap looks like that. She looks like the Red Queen from Alice in Won-. I'm done. I was hoping somebody said nice about her because I liked her. I think she was nice. I think it's just that one thing, thinking that she's gonna get taken care of at the age of 48. And it's not impossible now. It's not impossible. It might be some guy there that really got it like that and really like her. But the chances of her meeting that guy are, I don't know. She might got something that we don't know about that she ain't gonna reveal to nobody but the man that she is dating. You know, I don't know if I even really like this new world. It seems like everything. Maybe I'm a bit of a romantic, but I guess life ain't about real love no more. Everybody is stuck on this financial thing. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. And I guess I'm just back to my original question. What should a woman provide for a six-figure man? For me personally, I don't think it's anything in particular. I think it should, but I do think it should go along with wherever you're at in your life. A man being the type of provider that that woman want makes so much sense when you are just starting life, younger, you get married, you have kids, or even if you don't get married, some people don't believe in that. Long-term relationship, you have children. Hey, you go ahead, stay at home and be a homemaker for the kids. You know, some people choose to homeschool their kids. It makes sense. But when you are 48 years old and your only child is 22 years old, I don't see why you would need that guy. Now, I think naturally most men are going to handle majority of the bills, especially if you meet a guy that is established. You're going to be probably living in his house in his place anyway, right? So I think it would be only natural that a lot of the pressure that you would have being by yourself in any relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, it's going to be some pressure taken off of you just being in a relationship. That's just happens just automatically. But to sit here, I think honestly, she just wants somebody to pay her bills. I'm gonna be real. I was trying to think of a nice way to say it, but I can't think of no nice way to say it. That woman there is looking for somebody that's gonna take care of her bills. That's how she think it's gonna go. And I think she's just gonna honestly, I just think she's gonna end up staying alone. Not because she can't find nobody. She's gonna choose to stay alone on purpose, which makes no sense. I guarantee you that woman can find somebody. She is not a bad looking woman at the age of 48. You know, people are joking and being funny because her hair wrap, it doesn't look, that's not a hair wrap that people like for today. But I'm pretty sure she got other hair wraps that look perfectly nice. Ain't nothing wrong with this woman. It's just sad that she's going to self sabotage herself out of a great relationship simply because a man don't hit that six-figure mark. It is like she can't even do 75K. All right, 75K and up. She won't even do that. And so she's gonna self-sabotage herself and stay alone. Not because she has to. She's gonna punish herself like that, which I don't get it. Anyway, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through. All those that rock with me. If you subscribed already, appreciate you all. Much love and respect. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thumbs up the video, share a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. What should a woman provide for a six-figure man? Appreciate you all. And I am OT. I'm out of here. I'm so tired. Risky.